Oh hey guys on YouTube, this is your host speaking, Panzer Dragon, and today we got a video where we're going to be talking about the patch 8.3 updates and just seeing what's going on up in this patch. This video will be sponsored by Pro Guides and also edited. If you want to climb the ladder in Season 8, I recommend checking out Pro Guides for some cool tips and tricks on how to play League of Legends. But anyways, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is the Swain rework. Now as you guys know, I have played him on the PvE, and even though I played him in the jungle as a champion, oh my, his Q, it's on such a low cooldown. I like that. So it seems like he's going to be doing sustained damage in teamfights, although it is a little low range, but you know, he's like a short range champion. His W is really interesting as it can scout out what the enemy is doing. So if the enemy is doing like a Baron dance and you have no vision, but you can just keep using your W to face check, well, I feel like his utility in that sense is going to be really good. So if you want to stall out, damn, that W is going to be OP. Now landing that W without a CC is really hard, so you know, use your CC to help you land that W. And as for your E, interesting. And for his ultimate, I don't know how strong it is because I only used it like twice, but I feel like it's going to be not so impactful if you don't have any soul fragments. I mean, you can keep using it in teamfights, but if you don't have any soul fragments, your supernova is not going to do that much damage, but I guess you can still drain. Overall, I feel like this champion is going to be balanced on release. I feel like he's going to have a low win rate because no one knows how to play him. So if you ever see this champion in champ select, at least for the first few days, maybe dodge if you want to save some LP. Now also Rengar got a revert, but he's actually not going to be released in this patch, so check out the next patch. As for Azir, oh my, they're actually nerfing his early game. His late game, mid game is still good, but they're increasing the cooldown at level 1. So instead of 11 seconds Q, you're going to have a 15 second Q. I think people were complaining that he has such a good, early game, but also he has such a good mid and late game. So they're just nerfing a little bit of his power in that early game. Jhin is also getting a buff, although it's more of a mid game to late game buff where they're increasing his damage on his R by 10 at level 2 and then by 20 at level 3, although he's not that good of a champion right now, as it's kind of about hyper carries and scaling ADs right now. It's a nice buff, but I think he needs maybe more of a little buff than this one. For Katarina's passive, they're kind of nerfing the mid game and late game damage of it, but early game, it's still fine. As for Kog'Maw, his early game damage is still there, but they're nerfing his mid game and late game by making his W do 2% less damage at max rank. So if you want to do the same amount of damage you did before with your W, you'll need to do 7 damage instead of 5 auto attacks, which may actually, he actually may not be so good next patch. Although we'll just have to see, because technically you're going to be using a rank 3 W forever now, but who knows, he still might be good. Next up, Master Yi's Q mana cost is going down by 20 at max rank, and his E's true damage is going up at early ranks, but still the same at max rank. Although his bonus AD ratio on the E is going up by 10%, but that's not enough to make him good. He's still going to be kind of bad and not viable. And next up is going to be RYZE, and what they're doing is making his R be cancelled by stasis effects like Zhonya's and Stopwatch, so he can't realm warp out anymore. And you may be like, wow, that's cool. I don't think it's that big, but obviously if you've seen high-elo players or you use it yourself, you're gonna be like, that's my jail out of free card. And now if I'm in a sticky situation and I'm splitting and I have Zhonya's, well, guess what? You're gonna have to move juke the hard CC because you can't just portal out and get away. I want to say that this champion is going to be dead because of this. Like, that was one of his strongest points, to live every time he can go split and just Zhonya's out. But now if he's caught out, well, he's probably going to be dead. So yeah, no more stopwatch Zhonya's out of there in the mid lane at early game, and I guess no more splitting. Sucks. But I was hoping they would compensate some buffs for him with this, but apparently I think he's going to be actually gutted and not played anymore. You probably won't see him anymore. That's what I think. Next up is going to be Tryndamere, and for some reason they're increasing his AD growth rate as well as increasing the AD ratio on his E by 10%. I don't know why, but okay. And next up, Victor is actually getting an interesting buff. His augment upgrade for his Q now gives 60% increased shields, so you might be seeing some sort of tank bruiser Victor build in the future where he just goes full CDR and a bunch of armor and MR and just runs around a team fight. I don't know, but it's definitely something to look out for. Also, his ultimate cooldown is going down at ranks 2 and 3, so you get to spam it more in mid game and late game. Cool. But Bruiser Victor, you might see somewhere in the meta. I've already seen people build Iceborne Gauntlet and Abyssal Mask on Victor and have success with it. It's very weird to see in solo queue. Next up, we're going to be talking about Zoe, and interestingly enough, they're only nerfing her Q cooldown in the early game by 1 second, and then, yeah, no damage nerfs, no E removal of the true damage, no nothing, I guess. I'm not too sure, like, the true damage on her E is just stupid because it scales with levels, so if you put her down, it doesn't matter because she'll just scale with levels and keep doing, like, based off level damage instead of just scaling with AP. So I'm a little bit confused, but whatever. And next up, they're actually nerfing stopwatch by making it give 50 less gold when you're upgrading it into a item of some sort. Wow, they didn't increase, you know, the usage of it by, you know, making it to 8 minutes or 10 minutes. It's still 6 minutes. On the other hand, now boots and stopwatch are actually in the same selection of slots, so you can't pick both anymore. I think people will still pick stopwatch because it is, you know, the outplay button, where it can make a difference between getting a kill or dying, while boots is just, you know, it just gives so much utility and gold value. But they're making it when you upgrade to the next tier value, it doesn't give that bonus 50 gold anymore. But it still gives you an additional 10 movement speed for when you get it, so that's kind of cool. But you're going to have to choose between a stopwatch, which can give like 150 gold back since you sell it to the shop, or boots, which cost about 300, but these are slightly magical boots, so maybe it's about 350 gold value or 400. So yeah, you're going to have to choose between those two. So yeah, it's going to be hard for me to choose. They are also nerfing Summoner's Spellbook's cooldown reduction by 10%, so it's 15% instead of 25%, but in total, you're probably going to get Cosmic Insight, so it's 20 versus 30, which means maybe I might be taking a different keystone on, you know, someone like Skarner. Because even though I didn't change my summoners at all with that champion, with that spellbook, I just really like the 25% cooldown reduction, so I can do the flash outplay R button more constantly and get those easy picks. But now, since I don't have that, and the inspiration tree is kind of nerfed, I might go into something else. But I'm not too sure. We will just have to see what happens. Also, Biscuit Delivery is now swapped with boots, so yeah, it's gonna be down there instead of the boots. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Not much really happened this patch. I definitely thought Rengar was gonna be coming out, but guess what? He's not coming out. But oh, goodbye RYZE. Inspiration tree is nerfed. Oh, there's so much interesting things that happened this patch and may cause a slight shift in the meta for a lot of champions or even keystones that they're going to be taking. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you guys next time.